Hey guys, I want to talk about the trades I took on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So on Tuesday, it was a big bear trend. The whole day was down. And what I like to do when there's a big trend is look at the 2000 tick chart, which is what this chart is. So each bar represents 2000 ticks. I like to pull it up because it shows a lower time frame and it shows a lot of good opportunities to sell at the moving average in a downtrend. So I took two trades during this. Uh, this first one, look at what preceded me selling here. We had been below the moving average. We broke above the moving average, but the bulls were failing to keep it above the moving average. All right, we had a high one buy here. Uh, that's not really a buy set up there, but technically it's a high two there. And then now we're getting back below the moving average and showing some bearish strength. I like to sell below bars like this. The bulls are losing strength and the bears are gaining strength, and it's getting time for the trend to continue. So I sold there. Trade didn't play out quite as I hoped. So what I did was I moved my stop up to have just a couple ticks of profit, and that's what I got here. So I was disappointed, but I still thought I might be able to get a couple ticks of profit, and that bar got me out there. So managed to avoid a loss there. Same sort of setup here. Bulls were trying to get above the moving average, but they had a double top here. Then as the market was going down, it got below the moving average. We got a first entry, then a second entry long that's failing. And then we have this bearish signal bar. So I shorted there. And when I take these shorts, I like to go for 2 times my risk. So it's gonna look something like that. Shorted there, and then got out just a little bit before the 2 times my risk area. But when the market's trending, these are great setups to look for. I strongly recommend beginners to look for these types of trades. And the more you look for it, the more you're going to train your eye to see what both sides of the market are doing. You can see the bulls are trying here, but they're failing. They're double top, second entry, and they're getting a short below the moving average, right? You're seeing that transition of bulls going from strength to weakness within the context of a larger bear trend. So try to look for these trades. It's really going to be beneficial for you. So those are the two I took on Tuesday. Now I want to pull up the 5-minute chart and show the trades I took on Wednesday. By the way, this was on Tuesday, so this is how it looked on Tuesday on the 5-minute chart. So you can see that second sell I took there, it also looked good on the 5-minute. Double top, a couple bears below the moving average, sold. And also, what's better when you're selling, you like for there to be targets below. And this blue line is this previous close here. So the market likes to get to targets like that, previous closes, previous lows. So the market's going down, look for targets and try to let that be extra confidence for you to try to find trades getting in the direction of the trend. So looking at Wednesday, really it had a similar theme of where the bulls had strength and they were failing, and then the bears were taking over, and then I got short. So let's look at what the bulls were doing. Look at this bar. It's closing strongly above this previous high and this previous high. Then we've got a follow through bar, another strong bull bar. It looks like the market is going up, like it's breaking out. And there's also this gap above that the market wants to close. However, they failed to do so. Right, we got a bear bar and a first entry long. And then we got this concerning bar here. And then 2 more bear bars. And then a second entry long above that failed. So bulls that bought this close, right? They're concerned. They're scared through this. And this tail here was sort of their last hope. So a lot of bulls bought lower, and they weren't getting out back here break even. They were getting out. They were just getting out with whatever they could. So the bulls are hopping out of the market, and then bears can tell they're getting out because they're weak, and then so the bears start hopping in, and you get this huge bar down like this, and that's a give up bar. The bulls are giving up, and the bears can sense that the transition is happening, so they're getting in too. When you get a failure on one side, you can expect that failure to go on for at least a little bit more. So strong bear bar. What I did, put a limit order back here and sold. Then I sold more higher at the moving average, and then I got out with a couple ticks profit there. So normally if I have to scale in like that, I'll just go ahead and get out around break even. Then we got a second follow through bar here. So we have this give up bar, then a follow through bar. Market's probably going lower, especially considering we have targets below, like the open of the day. So let me draw it in. Open of the day. Tested the open here, broke out. Tested it again here twice. When the open of the day is being tested multiple times, it tends to continue to be tested. So if we're later in the day like this and we're going down, the markets are probably going to try to get back to the open. So once again, having a target below gives me extra confidence to short. So after this follow through bar, went ahead and shorted here, and went for 9 points there. You know, and if you're getting 9 or 10 points in a day, you know, do the math. You don't even have to trade that large to really start putting some money away on that. So take your time, look for the right trades, try to understand what the market's doing, and train your eye to try to see the types of trades I've been talking about today.